Hi, Red Cohort. Sorry we ran out of time in class finishing the first scene from Fences. So I hope you liked it. I didn't have quite enough time. Well, first of all, we didn't have enough time to finish the first scene, but also I didn't have enough time then to show you how to access the remote work and where you need to go. So please watch my video all the way through so you know what to do and you can do it well, since I am grading your responses to those questions, okay? All right, so I'm going to take us to Schoology here. Go ahead and publish this since you now need to access it. Okay, so I put the Fences stuff in a yellow folder now. All the stuff in orange was our first writing unit stuff that you guys did your short constructed response on. So once you click into week 6 Fences unit, I have a lot in here. Okay, first of all, here's the full text of Fences to use for your remote reading. Okay, we left off on page 13 right before Lions comes into the scene. Here is a link to the dialectical journals. If you lose your packet for some reason, you could print this out or you could do it online. Here's some examples of good dialectical journal entries, probably even better than the ones that I kind of rushed through in class. If you want to look at those, we'll probably look at them in class anyway, but these are always just a good reminder, okay? So here's our week at a glance. So this is what we did today in class. We did your introductory Pear Deck, we drew the setting, we went over the essential questions and how to complete your dialectical journals, and we read Act 1, Scene 1, pages 1 through 20. We did not finish that. We left off on page 13. Okay, now this looks like a lot. You're reading pages 21 through 48. It is, but it goes very quickly when you're reading on your own. And I have some ways to make it go even faster. Okay, you're going to complete dialectical journals to go with these scenes, but you're going to complete 2 quotes, just like the one we did in class, 2 quotes per scene. So since you're reading an additional 2 scenes, scenes 2 and 3, you're going to do a total of 4 entries, 2 quotes and 2 analysis sentences or discussions to go with them. Okay, it is optional, but you could also read along with the full text online with the audio version or watch the video. It obviously also has the audio to go with it. Okay, and I think that will really help you and kind of makes it a little bit more entertaining. Okay, so if you click into this one where it says instructions for this week, it says read the online text for Fences, Act 1, Scenes 2 and 3. Okay, it starts on page 21. You're going to complete the dialectical journals for each scene. So 2 entries per scene for a total of 4 things, right? So total of 2 entries for scene 2 and 2 entries for scene 4. Okay, it says I have a copy of the dialectical journals in this folder if you need a new copy. You can do it on your own line paper or print and complete if you can't find your packet. Okay, otherwise just do it on the yellow packet. All right, so here's the option. Okay, if you click the links below, you can listen to the scenes or you can watch them as you read, or you could watch them after you read. Depends on whatever goes faster for you. Okay, so know where to stop with the video. I'm sorry, the video is clipped at the end of the scene, so that's good. So these are all ways to make it go a lot faster for you. Okay, I'm so sorry that we didn't get all the way through Act 1. The Pear Deck took too long, and the scene drawing took too long, and those are all things that I really value as we start reading the play. So we kind of have to get through those things. It just meant that we couldn't finish all of what we did in class today. Okay. But we did finish the entries. We did finish the dialectical journal entries. The dialectical journal entries are not summary. You're not going to pull a quote and then summarize it. Okay, summary is just explaining in your own words what's happening. That is not what analysis is. And so that's why I was trying to highlight on your packet words that I used from the question to answer it. Okay, so if you're going to choose why do people create physical and metaphorical fences, and you found a great quote for that in scene 2, record the quote and the page number, who said the quote, and then how is that a quote answering that question. Okay, and you can do any of the 3 questions, the one about fences, the one about inequality, or not making the same mistakes as generations before us. Okay, so again, you can decide which questions you answer and which quotes show that, but your explanation on the right side of the column should show me how, or explain to me, reason, analyze, how does that quote answer the question. Do not summarize it. You will fail it if you summarize it. Okay, and if you get a failing grade, of course you can redo it. It just is going to take more time. It's going to stack up. So again, really work to use words from the question in your analysis so that your evidence makes sense in terms of answering the questions. Okay, so yes, you have a little bit more reading to do to finish off scene 1, but then you'll jump into scenes 2 and 3. Again, you can watch them or listen to them as you go. should be pretty accessible. Again, the full text of fences is here. If I were to click on that link, it says nothing here, okay? Don't worry about that. Click this arrow, and then it'll take you to the full text, okay? Make sure you're logged into Google and everything. Okay, here it is. It's the exact same book that we have in class. And so we left off on page 13. Get there myself. Right here. Okay, this is right where we left off. When Lyons comes in. Lyons is Troy's oldest son from a different relationship, and he's coming to ask his dad for money. And you can maybe imagine how that's going to go with Troy. Okay, so then scene 2 starts here on page 21. Okay, so you'll find 2 quotes from this one. And then Act 1, Scene 3 starts on page 29. You'll find 2 quotes from that one, and some explanation and some reasoning of how they match how they match the question. I think I misprinted it on here. I said 21 through 48. It's actually 21 just through 40. So it's actually fewer pages than I originally wrote in there. So I'll make sure I fix that before you see this. All right, good luck. Let me know if you have questions, and I will see you next week.